Hello, everyone. Welcome to Pam's Passions. I created this page to share with you some of the things I enjoy: makeup, cooking, real talk. I welcome your feedback and I'm open to your suggestions for future videos. If you have any color combinations you'd like to see, a meal you're interested in watching me prepare, let me know. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have. You can reach me at therealpamspassions@gmail.com. That's the REAL Pams PAMSPASSIONS@gmail.com. All right, now let's get started. Hello everyone and welcome back to Pam's Passions. First, I'd like to say shout out to all my fellow Geminis. Happy birthday to all of you. So today's look is going to be inspired by my Juvia's Place palette, and this is the Berries palette that I just got, so I'm very excited to give it a try. So let's get started. As usual, my face has been cleansed and moisturized. I do have a different moisturizer on my face because my eczema is starting to kick in. I think you can see under my eye here. So I just had to go with a little heavier moisturizer on my face today. But as normal, I'm starting off by filling in my brows. And as always, I like to follow along with my natural arch, just to give them a little bit more pronunciation, but nothing too crazy. Then I'm going to go under my brow with just a little bit of concealer, 2 to 3 shades lighter than my normal complexion, and that's just to make them stand out a little more. And we're going to use my NYX primer on my eyes. A little goes a long way, so I use about a pea size between both eyes. And for my facial primer, we're going to use the elf-poreless face primer. Depending on the type of skin you have, it may be oily or combination skin. You might have large pores. You just need to find out which will be the best product to suit your needs. All right, so what I like about these Juvia's Place mini palettes is that it's a combination of 6 colors. So for those of you that don't know how to pair your colors, this is a perfect way to get started because everything that's in this palette is based off of the same color, and you can make it work by building the light and dark colors together. So that's what we're going to do today. Now I want my colors to really pop. I want you to see how nice this color is. So we're going to go over my lid with just a little bit of the Juvia stick to give us a nice base to build off of. Also, if you want to make colors pop on your eyes, you can go over your lid with a base of white creamy eyeshadow, and that'll make the colors really stand out. And I just had a little bit left over on the brush, so we're just going to put this under my eye, and it'll help cover up that dry patch that I have working over there. So we're going to start out with the lightest shade of pink that doesn't have a glitter finish, and we're just going to work that over the closest part near my nose to about 2/3 of my lid. So for this one, I didn't really have a final look in mind. It's just going to be one of those build as I go, and we'll see what we get. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the next darkest color on the palette. So this is the first one that I used, and now we're moving on to the second color. One of the things that I really like about the Juvia's Place eyeshadows is that it has a really heavy pigment. So a little goes a long way. And you can build on it to have the colors as deep or as light as you like. I usually take my color out to about the edge of my eyebrow, but you can build as far out as you like. It depends on the look that you're going for. My eyes are pretty small, so I try to build them up by taking my color up. Next, we're gonna go with the darkest berry shade in the palette, and we're just gonna go across the very top. So to keep me from having such a stark line across my eye, I'm just going to go back over with the medium color that I had and just kind of blend it in a little more. And as I told you before, Q-tips will be your best friend. So I see a little spot over here near my eye where it has come out just a little more than I was expecting to. So I'm just going to go over it with the Q-tip just to clean it up a bit. So as I was saying, a Q-tip will be your best friend. So I got a little sloppy there with applying that darker color. So I'm just going in with the Q-tip with a little bit of eye makeup remover just to clean that up a bit. So now I want to build on the colors that I have on my eyes. And there's two beautiful glittery shades on this palette. So we're going to start out with this darker one here. And we're just going to add the glitter to the middle of my lid. And there's also a lighter glitter, so we're going to go over top of that with that, over the base that I just put on with a little bit of the lighter glitter. So I'm just going to take my brush and just buff this out a little. And just to give a little pop to the corner of my eyes, we're going to add some of the Juvia's Place highlighter. And as I said before, you can apply this with a brush or with the tips of your fingers like I'm doing now. Now, a lot of times you'll see me going across my face with the fan brush. And this was just a little trick that I picked up on somebody's blog about getting loose eyeshadow and things off of your face just to clean it up. So I want to take that little pop and blend that in a little more, so I am going to go over it with my brush. And I purchased a new black eyeliner because the one that I showed you guys the last time was getting down to the bare minimum, and I'm trying a Burts Bees black, and we're just going to put that along the bottom part of my lid. And I said before that I don't like to line the whole bottom of my eye. I like to do just to about the middle. My eyes are kind of small, and if I line my entire eye, I think it makes them look even smaller. And we're just going to highlight under my brow. So I'm using a brownish color that's similar to my complexion, that's in my Urban Decay Heat palette. And then just for a little bit more dimension, we're going to go over in the corners of my brow with the highlighter by the Juvia's Cerave. So I haven't done any looks so far with lashes, and I know people are really into lashes. So I did purchase some and we're going to give those a shot today. Now these are made to look natural, but what's different is that they go under the bottom of your lid instead of placing them on top. And these are lashes by Kiss, and they're called Falscara. So we're going to give these a shot today. So before I place those on, we're going to put on a little liner, and I have my Sexy Kitten by Tarte. Now, I am a newbie with these lashes, so I'm just going to ask that you guys bear with me. So these lashes come with a bonder and a sealer. So first you're supposed to apply the bonding agent to your lash. And the pack comes with 5 extensions, but I want to keep it pretty simple, so we're probably going to use 3. So I'm going to build from the outside of my lid and work my way inward. And these lashes are made to add length, but they have some for volume as well. We may actually go with 4. Let's give it a shot and see. Okay, so I have all 4 placed, and then we're supposed to go back over it with the sealing. All right, now we're going to do the other eye. And I wore these lashes about 2 weeks ago to take some pictures with my family, and I have to say that they were really easy to keep on. They're very light, and they stayed on until I peeled them off later in the day, and the package says that you can use them more than once, so we'll give it a shot. There wasn't a lot of residue left on my lashes, and I was able to easily clean them off with some eye makeup remover, but most importantly, it didn't pull out any of my own lashes. And again, we're going to start from the outside and work our way into the middle. And the first pack of these that I bought came with these tweezers and the bonding agent, and then you can just purchase additional lash extensions. That one looks a little crooked, so we're just going to go back and touch that up a little bit. And one last one. I feel like we need to move this last one over just a little bit closer to the others. Okay, and now to seal this one. Now we're going to finish up our look here. Now, once I get better at putting these lashes on, I may do my foundation and all of that stuff before putting on the lashes, but I'm a newbie at this, so we have to continue to work on it. Today we're going with the Juvia's Place Velvety Matte Foundation. And I'm applying my foundation, and then I'm going to go back and go under my eyes with the concealer and come back and blend it all together. And I've been out in the sun a bit, so I was looking to see how this color was going to appear on my skin. And I think I'm going to add just a drop or 2 of my Mikage I Woke Up Like This foundation over top. I like that much better. Now we're going to add a little concealer. And this is my Morphe concealer. And we're going to dab that on with just a little bit of powder. And I'm using my sponge to blend this in. And as I said before, you want to do a light dab on your eyes. You don't want to press or rub too hard because that'll just cause swelling. And that's part of what you're trying to cover up under your eye. Next, I'm going to add a little bit of definition to my nose. And with a different sponge, I'm just using the lighter color on my contour palette, which is this one right here. And I'm just going to go straight down my nose and around the center of my forehead where there tends to be a little bit of shine. Now I just want to go back and add just a little bit more definition to my eyes. So what I'm going to do here is go under my lid here with some of the pink glitter that I put on the base of my lid. I'm going to clean up my brows with a little bit of brow gel. And we're just going to add just a little light contouring to my cheeks. So with my Juvia's Place Zulu by Juvia's palette, we're going in with the dark brown color. And we're going to take this from the top of my ear to the corner of my mouth. I have pretty high cheekbones and I don't do a lot of contouring to my face, but I want to share some different looks with you guys. And we're also going to take the sponge and use a little bit of that same color around the edge of my hairline. Now for some blush. I have a pink that's on my Juvia Zulu palette, and I think that'll be a great contrast with the berry eyeshadow. With blush, I think less is more. So I wound up blending it out. And if it looks a little heavy to you, you can always go in and take some off. But what I'm going to do is brush it with a little of my gold finishing powder to add some shimmer to my cheeks. And just for a little more definition to my nose, I'm going to go over that same spot where I use the highlighter edit. And just for a little bit more of a look, I'm going to add a little highlighter to my nose for a little definition. And I'm just going to blend it out with the sponge. I'm just going to go across my face with this fan brush to clean it up a bit. And now for our lips. So while I was going in my bag to get my lip color, I realized that I have a pink liner for my eyes. It's a glitter liner. So I think I'm going to add a little bit of that just for a little bit more pop. And this is by NYX Glitter Gold. And you'll be able to see all of the products that I use in the link. There'll be a description. And I'm just going to do it about halfway across. And now for our lips, I have another berry color that we're going to line them with. And I have an iridescent shiny sheer gloss. Now it's time to just show off our final look. And we're just going to finish my face off with some of my NYX matte finishing spray. Okay guys, let me know what you think. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a good one.